to my video. You know what I really hate? But y'all not ready for that conversation. I don't know, it just felt like so satisfying. What's up guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Payton and today I'm back with another video. As you all have read by the title, today I'm bringing y'all a video that I've been wanting to do for a really long time.
We interrupt this program for an important news announcement.
I actually just went to Sephora and I went and I copped a bunch of little things and I was like low-key like, why is makeup so expensive? Even though I know you can get like the cheap versions and stuff like that, but I'm kind of stuck on my high-end makeup. I usually will buy shit as I run out of it, but I kind of wanted to do a little splurging today just because I had the funds. And if y'all are wondering how, I actually been using this little rewards website that I recently found out about, and I'm gonna put my QR code right here. Y'all can scan it and y'all can also do it too. It's 100% legit. Once I finally did it and I did the deals myself, I got the money. I was like, okay, hold up. So this is a little rewards website. It's really so simple to get this money. You go on there, you put in your information, you do the deals, and after so many deals you can get up to $750. Yes y'all, $750. All you have to do is basically download the apps and fill out a couple of surveys on the reward site and you're gonna get the money. Now I'm not gonna lie, it does take a little bit of work to get the $750, but as you're doing the deals you're gonna see your money increasing over and over and over. I'm gonna show you guys how I did it myself, but I'm basically starting over fresh. They asked the first question, do you use cash? Yes, who don't use cash? How do you plan on using your $750 to cash your account? I'm going to keep it. What friend am I giving this to? About how many times do you go shopping per year? 10 plus. The money that I need right now. You put your email in, you press continue. It takes you to a different site. It says that I'm registered. So then you continue to the optional survey. Finish. It says done for the survey. Optional offers. Finished. And now it's on to the deals. So the deals is actually where you're really going to do everything to get the money in your account. You have Disney Plus, Disney Bundle, Chime, all this different stuff, right? I'm actually gonna do the Chime deal. So I'm gonna put in my email. I'm gonna basically cut out all where they ask me to put my personal information because y'all don't need to know that. And after that, boom, there is my $750 cash balance, y'all. Here it is right there. I know y'all see that. So that's basically all you guys have to do to get your $750 cash balance. Make sure y'all click the link and y'all sign up now and start doing y'all deals. And don't say I never gave y'all nothing, because it's 100% legit way to get some free money. You got to do a little bit of work, but hey, I feel like in like every single video on here, I'm always getting people asking me about my makeup, asking me about the specific products that I use, brushes that I use, my lip gloss. So today I finally decided to bring you guys my super detailed, in-depth, full glam makeup tutorial. So I'm going to be doing everything, showing you guys everything from the products that I use to the brushes that I use to my infamous lip routine that I feel like everybody asks me about. So let's go ahead and just finish washing my face, and I have on my Paybabe bonnet. Make sure you guys go on over to www.paybabe.store. Go and cop y'all Paybabe bonnet so y'all could be Paybabe out like me. So I'm gonna do my hair off camera really quickly. I did just wake up, I'm not gonna lie. So yeah, I'm gonna do my hair really quickly and then we're gonna come back and we're gonna get into it. Alright guys, so I just finished doing my hair and basically my face is completely bare. I'm gonna take off my eyelashes in a second. Before we start off with this video, I need to wrap my hair up so I don't mess my hair up with the foundation. That was it for that, y'all. Let's hop right in to this video. So I'm gonna start off by using my Anastasia Beverly Hills lash serum on my eyebrows. I did just recently get my eyebrows done. I'm not gonna lie y'all, your makeup is gonna come out the best when your eyebrows look the best. I'm gonna go ahead and let this dry. Alright y'all, so this is Paypay with the bare face. Okay, so we're about to go from zero to hero, basically teaching y'all how to catfish, okay, because this is what I look like without makeup. Before I get any haters and shit like that, I'm gonna just let y'all know I still think I'm beautiful. Okay, so we're gonna get into the eyebrows. First things first. So I like to use my Anastasia Beverly Hills Dipbrow pomade in the color dark brown. I also like chocolate. I kind of wish that I had chocolate just because my hair is blonde and I feel like when I do blonde, I like to go lighter on the brows. This is just my regular routine, y'all. So sometimes if I have like a different hair color or something, I will do my brows differently with like eyeshadow and stuff like that. But in general, my hair is usually black. I think the darker your brows the better. And then I also use my matte NC42 Studio Finish concealer. So I use both of these for my eyebrows. In the summertime I use NC42. When I tan and I get more orange, I use NC45. My skin color does change up a lot, so I'll tell you guys both the foundations that I use because I have two different ones. Tend to be more orange towards the end of the year and more like pale towards the beginning of the year. I go ahead and I use my Sephora 22 brush. This is a angled brush for the brows. This Morphe M165 brush. It's also an angled brush, but it's just a little bit wider than the brush that I use for my eyebrows. You guys can see this is the brow brush and this is the concealer brush. I also like to use a spoolie as well. I'm just going to use this Sephora brush for my eyebrow, and then I'm going to use this spoolie on the other side. So when I go in with my eyebrow gel, I always make sure that I have a good mirror. You always want to have a good mirror, good lighting. I'm gonna rewrap my hairline so that I don't want to get makeup on my hair. So I'm gonna go ahead and start off making a thin line at the bottom of my brow, following my natural brow line. I'm just gonna do that on both brows, and then I'm gonna go ahead and draw the same line at the top, same thing. And you want to just basically do that slight curve when you do the eyebrow and just connect those two lines, fill it in light-handedly. And I try to apply less and less pressure as I get to the tip slash the front of my brow, and then I turn this brush vertically, and then I just kind of do a little up and down. Just fill that in. I do kind of like shape my eyebrows as I go as well, so it's like a really trust the process type of thing, because I always go back and just kind of just tweak everything, because I feel like my arch on this side kind of looks crazier than my arch on this side. So but the concealer is going to help fix all of this. I like to just spoolie my eyebrows up in the front, and I will just like kind of just remove that extra product. I am in no way like a professional, and I don't want nobody to think I'm trying to be a professional. This is just how I do my makeup, because I feel like I do get a lot of people asking for like a makeup routine. All right, so now we're gonna take that Morphe M165 brush with the MAC concealer. I just take a little bit of product on my brush, and I like to start at the bottom and just draw a nice fine line. Doing concealer on the top of your eyebrows is 100% optional. I like to do it, but sometimes I don't do it. Like, you don't have to, but I like to do it. I take even less product, and then I do the top. I just line the brow the same exact shape that I filled it in with. You guys are gonna see, because I don't really like the arch on this brow, so once I put the concealer, it's gonna really see, and now that arch looks way better. Another brush that I really recommend for blowing out concealer, I like this Real Techniques 210 brush. This is a really good concealer brush. So I'm just gonna go ahead and take this and brush out the concealer. Concealer brush, it gets every little thing, every little nick, cranny, and detail. I like to put the concealer at the top because it makes my eyebrows look better once I put my foundation on. But like I said, it's 100% optional. I like to conceal the top of my eyebrows. The foundation is going to cover it regardless. And then once I'm done with everything, I just like to give the spoolie one more little go. And I also like to use my Real Techniques 200 Expert Face Brush and kind of just do a little bit more. But I don't want to do too much brushing, because once I put my foundation on, the tip of my eyebrows is probably just gonna look a lot more like faded out. You can stop here. Now we're gonna move on to the eyeliner. I always get a lot of people asking me how I do my eyeliner, so I'm gonna try to break this down as quick and simple as for you guys. I like to use my NYX Epic Wear waterproof eyeliner, and I get it in the color black. They do have a couple different ones of these. This is honestly kind of hard to do. Like, I could make a whole tutorial on just doing your eyeliner alone, but I'm gonna do it quickly because this is not a eyeliner tutorial. It's really just an in-depth makeup tutorial. The first step is drawing a line across your eye. You don't want to make it super thin. Like, you want it to be a little bit visible. I would say as thick as your eyelash band, because this is where your eyelashes are gonna go. So I'm gonna do it on both eyes right now. And this is also something that you really want to make sure you're taking your time to do. Once we have that line, the next step is really the hardest but most important step. Draw your line going towards the end of your eyebrow. It's very easy for me, but it's not very easy if you're a beginner, because it took me years to perfect eyeliner, you guys. Like, now I can do it in just a couple seconds or a minute, but when I first started, I was failing horribly. So don't beat yourself up if you can't get it right away. So I just draw a quick line going up. I'm not going to talk for this. And I make sure when I do this, put this in, get the eyeliner. But when you first take the eyeliner out, it's a lot of product on the brush. You want to like slide some of that product off so that it's not too much. If you try to put all that eyeliner on your eye at once, you're gonna look crazy. Make sure they're even. The last but hardest step is connecting the end of the tail to the middle of your eye. Oh, I do not have enough product on this. And then boom, connected. You just take some more product. This is when you can have a lot of product on your brush and you can just fill it in. And when they say that this eyeliner is waterproof, it is really waterproof, so it's hard to come off. And boom, there we have the perfect eyeliner. I do have hooded eyes, so it does make doing eyeliner much harder. But if you don't have hooded eyes, this is actually going to be like 20 times easier for you. If you do have hooded eyes, just give yourself some time, okay? There y'all can see it. The eyeliner looks really good. And now I'm going to do this side. I kind of messed up, so I'm just going to... So it's not that hard once you really get the hang of it, but like I told you guys, it took me a really long time to perfect my winged eyeliner. My eyebrows and the winged eyeliner is really just the base. Like, I really don't do my makeup every day. This is my everyday makeup routine, but I don't wear makeup every day. But what I will do, for sure, if I don't feel like wearing makeup, I'll just do my eyebrows, my eyeliner, put some lashes on, go out the door. So this eye did get messed up a little bit, so I'm gonna go back in with some of that MAC Studio Fix concealer. I'm gonna let it dry just a little bit, because like I said, this product is very thick, so you kind of have to let it dry before you go back in and work on top of it, or else it'll start smudging and stuff like that. I'm going to prep my skin for the foundation. I am going to be using my First Aid Beauty Hello Fab Pores Be Gone Matte Primer. This is not my favorite primer, but I've been using it for so long that it's kind of just like, you know. So yeah, I like to just put my primer in under my eyes, above and below my mouth, around my mouth, on my nose, not too much on my nose, and then my forehead is like the most important part because that's where I get really oily. Primer is basically just to prime your skin and make it look really good. I feel like it makes a huge difference because I've done makeup with no primer and I've done makeup with primer, and I feel like primer, it helps your makeup look less cakey, it helps your makeup last longer, and it also just helps with product layer. I'm saying this from experience. I'm not a professional, y'all. I've tried makeup with and without primer, and I always think it comes out better with primer every time. So the eyeliner has dried a little bit. I'm gonna take a little bit of that product, and this is usually just how I clean up my eyeliner. This is not very beginner friendly, I'm not gonna lie, y'all. Like, you gotta really have some practice to go back in and fix this. It's not hard, but I'm not gonna say it's beginner friendly. I'm trying to make this a beginner friendly tutorial, but it's not the easiest, you know. Once I do that, I'm just gonna boom boom boom, blow that out. And as you guys can see, we just fixed up the wing. People always tell me, oh my god, your wing is so perfect, and it don't even really be perfect. It's just I went back in with some concealer. It's gonna look even better once we put on eyelashes. Thinner this tail part right here, I think in my experience, in my opinion, it makes your eyeliner look way better. Once the primer is on your face, it's time to move into foundation. My favorite brush that I use for my foundation, all my brushes are clean, by the way. Make sure your brushes are clean, y'all. If you guys are at home and y'all don't have makeup brushes, you can also use a beauty blender, but if you're one of those people that's trying to take your makeup to the next level, I highly recommend getting brushes. I used to do my makeup with a beauty blender when I first started, and that's kind of when I was trying to learn. So it's not impossible to do your makeup with a beauty blender, but once you use brushes, it takes your makeup to the next level. Don't say I didn't tell y'all nothing. This is my Sigma Kabuki brush. It's called the 3D HD Kabuki brush, and I use this for my foundation. This brush, I've had it for years and years and years, so it doesn't look the newest, but I'm gonna be using this to apply my foundation. So I'm gonna put y'all on to both foundations that I highly recommend, but I'm only gonna be using one for the purpose of this video because my skin is more pale right now. The foundations that I use is Pat McGrath Labs foundation. This is the foundation that I wear when my skin is more tan and orange. I highly recommend it. Foundation. If I wanted to spend more money, honestly, since I got the money from that rewards app, I should just go buy another one. I would get this in a brighter color, but I kind of wanted to try a new cheaper foundation just to tell y'all about. So I also use my Makeup by Mario foundation, and I got this in a lighter shade. This one is 16C. This is my pale skin foundation, and this is my tan foundation. So I'm gonna go ahead and just put 3 drops here, and I'm gonna put some of this orange color corrector on some of my dark spots because I have been breaking out and I don't want my dark spots to show underneath my foundation. Do this before putting your foundation on because this might interfere with it a little bit, and this is to basically hide those dark spots. Now we're going to take the Sigma brush and we're just going to blend that foundation in. I don't like putting on too much foundation, I'm not gonna lie, but you know, sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. Alright guys, I'm gonna finally take this band off. I just did not want to, I didn't want to get my foundation on my hair, so I can take this one down. And you see, I didn't get foundation on my hair, but I did make a little bit of a difference. Don't worry guys, This is just a part of the process, but we're gonna ignore that just because it only looks like that because some of my glue is just a little dried up. But the next step is gonna be my concealer. So I like to use my Tarte Shape Tape concealer, and I go in with the color 29 in light medium. So I'm basically gonna put that under my eye. In this area, I like to put a little tree. I go down the nose, on the edges of the nose. This gives the perfect contour above my mouth, on my chin, and underneath my cheekbone. And then sometimes I'll see people put their light concealer and their dark concealer on at the same time, but I cannot do that. I also use my black Opal Skin Perfecting Stick Foundation, and this is what I use to contour. And then I go in with the Morphe E8 brush. This is a really good concealer brush, you guys. So I'm just gonna go ahead and go in and I'm making sure that I'm not blending too high up to fuck the eyeliner up, because concealer is eyeliner's enemy. Concealer and eyeshadow will get rid of eyeliner, waterproof or not. And here I am just going in and just blending up this concealer. I said I was gonna switch up my brush. If you want to switch up your brush for precision, you could use the Expert Concealer brush from Real Technique. That one I kind of just like to take it and just blend the concealer down, but as long as you're using brushes, you're following all the steps that you need to be following. So now I'm gonna take my black Opal foundation stick. This color is in Beautiful Bronze. So I'm gonna contour right on my cheekbone, really. As you can see, I usually put the concealer here, and then I put the contour here around my chin, on my jawline, around my nose. You can do the tip of your nose as well, and then I also do my big head, and this should also help my foundation look a little bit better up there. You can also do these sides of the face. This is how I contour, and I'm gonna be using two contouring brushes. I'm gonna be using my Morphe E4 brush, also going to be using my Anissa Beauty angled concealer brush for the nose. This is like a mini version of this, which is perfect for contouring. So I like to start off right here, and I just apply medium pressure and go in. I have to do a little bit more pressure with the concealer because it's more of a foundation stick, so it's a little bit harder to blend, but just make sure y'all are blending your makeup correctly so that it comes out perfectly. And once I get around the hairline, if you guys don't have on a wig or anything like that, you could use this brush, but since I have on my wig, I'm gonna use this angled precision brush because I don't want it to get into my hair, and I don't want to get that contour on my hairline either. Doing your makeup with the wig on is definitely an extreme sport. So now I'm gonna take my Real Techniques Expert face brush, and I'm just gonna blend it even more. Oh, I realized I forgot to blend out my nose. So yeah, we're going in with that Anissa Beauty angle brush, and we're just going downward. And also go towards the side, but I wouldn't go towards the side too much because we already put concealer there. I kind of like to brush that contour into my crease. I don't know why, I feel like it just makes it look better. And I'm gonna keep buffing this out as well. So I think that looks 20 times better all over. Okay. Looks pretty good to me. All right guys, so the next step is powder. My favorite powder is from Laura Mercier. I like to use either the translucent or the translucent honey. This is their loose setting powder. I have translucent honey today, but I also use translucent. If you guys are like darker than me, they have an even darker setting powder. I forgot the color of it, but if you're lighter than me or more fair skinned, you can use the translucent. Translucent honey is like for like more like lighter skin, and then they have a darker one that's for basically more like chocolatey tone browns. 100% recommend Laura Mercier. And when I put on my powder, I like to use either a beauty blender or I like to use one of these powder puffs. I think I'm gonna use the powder puff for now because my beauty blender is a little dirty. So I'm gonna take the powder puff and I'm going to lightly dabble it in the setting powder, and I'm gonna start putting that underneath the eye. That was too much, y'all. Jesus Christ. Underneath the eye. Basically, you put setting powder everywhere that you highlighted your face with concealer. This concealer, not this one. and it highlights those highlighted concealer parts, and it also enhances the contour because it goes around the contour directly on the highlighted parts. And so we're gonna go ahead and let this sit for 5 minutes, and then I'll tell you guys what the next step is when we come back. All right guys, so it has officially been 5 minutes since I set my face. So now I'm going to be going in with my Anastasia Beauty multi powder brush, and I'm going to be taking my MAC Studio Fix Powder Plus foundation in the shade NC 44.5, and I'm going to be blending out the setting powder with this powder. All this is basically is just a foundation powder that helps, I feel like this kind of just seals in everything together. I can't really tell y'all what it really does because I don't know. I just feel like it just helps set your setting powder. It locks and loads it in so you don't look super duper white or ghosty or even have flashbacks, because you're gonna have this powder right on top of all the areas that you set. So I just take that powder and I basically just brush off the powder in all the areas that we put that setting powder. All right y'all, we're coming down to the last few steps, and then I'm gonna take that Expert Techniques, the Real Techniques Expert face brush, and I'm just going to do some more blending. This is really, I use this brush all throughout my beat because I feel like I really use this brush throughout my entire face routine because I just feel like it helps blend out everything and just get everything meshed well together. Definitely my favorite brush. If y'all don't get any brushes from this entire tutorial, make sure y'all get this Expert face brush. You need it. You need it. So once we do that, I'm gonna go ahead and I like to take my MAC Fix Plus setting spray to set my face. And I feel like this is like the final step in terms of setting. Okay guys, so after you do the setting spray, I like to go in with some bronzer. My bronzer of choice is the Mercier Soleil 2 bronzer. I think this bronzer is discontinued because it was really hard for me to find this. So if y'all have some bronzer recommendations, please go ahead and leave them for me in the comments. And I like to take this brush. I don't know where I got this brush, I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I want to say I got this from like Marshall's or something. I think this is a Sonia Kashuk brush. You can use any bronzing brush. It might be Sonia Kashuk or it might be Morphe. I don't remember, but this is just a bronzing brush. And I take that Mercier and I'm just gonna go in all the places that I contoured and I'm just gonna deepen that contour. Everything else that I do right now is optional. Like, you could finish your makeup after you set and just put some setting spray, but I like to go ahead and take my makeup to the next level and enhance my contour with bronzer. As you guys can see, I'm getting way more. You see that cheekbone right there? It just gets more and more defined. Yeah, so I'm gonna take this angle brush again, take a little bit of that bronzer, and I'm just gonna lightly dabble that on my nose. I don't want to put too much because my nose is pretty contoured, and then you can kind of just brush it down. Make sure you brush your contour into your eyebrows. I'm gonna go in with this Morphe M173 brush. I'm gonna take a little bit more of this bronzing powder and I'm gonna try to get rid of this line at the top of my head. I just look really bronzed and I look very contoured. The next step is going to be blush. I'm going to be using my Dior blush. It's the Dior Backstage Rosy Glow brush. I got it in the color pink. And I like to use my Real Techniques blush brush. This is, I don't think it has, oh yeah, this is the Real Techniques 400 and it's their blush brush. I got this from Target. And I just go ahead and just dabble a little bit of that on the palette and smile and put that on my cheeks. And I like to also put it on the tip of my nose. Like I said, blush is very optional, so if you don't want to blush, you don't gotta blush, but I'm a blush. And I kind of like when blush kind of goes up a little bit like highlight, even though some people don't like their blush that high. I like mine to go up a little high. I'm using my MAC Global Glow highlight. Now, I'm not going to use too much of this highlight. I honestly haven't been highlighting as much as I used to. I don't know. Is highlighting going out of style? And I like to use my Morphe / Jaclyn Hill JH07 brush. This is a highlighter brush. I'm just going to take a little bit, dabble that on my nose, dabble it on my nose, going this way, a little bit on my T-zone right here. I'm not going to put too much, but you can see that right there. Then I'm going to highlight right on top of the blush. I'm going to take a eyeshadow brush. This is the Morphe M431 brush. You don't need this specific brush. Any pencil brush will do. Take a little bit of highlight and just put it underneath the brow bone. If you don't have this brush, you can also use your finger, but I recommend just getting this brush. And if you're really feeling snazzy, you could add some highlight to your inner eye corner, but I'm gonna try to keep this simple, so I'm not gonna put like a lot. I'm just gonna put a little bit for a pop. We already got the eyeliner, and eyeliner is also optional, but this is just what I do all the time. Like, if y'all know, I'm gonna go back in with that expert face brush and I'm just gonna blend everything together. This is also very optional, but like I said, I really like to blend because I feel like blending is the most important part. And then your nigga's gonna be like, girl, take that birthday makeup off. You do not want your niggas to think you got birthday makeup on. And everything is nice and blended together, so the last step is gonna be putting on some setting spray. I have some chapstick on. I'm just gonna take it off. I like to start on a dry mouth. I'm actually going to do my eyes first, and then the last thing I'll do is the lips. Actually, no, I'll do my lips first and then I'll do this. So let's get into the lips. I know that's what y'all are here for. The first thing I like to go in with is my MAC Chestnut Lip Liner. Line the top. I just line my lip. Like, this is kind of self-explanatory. Then I like to go in with my MAC Viva La Glam 2 lipstick, and I'll just put that on my lips. And I just go back in with the chestnut lip liner and kind of just thicken up the line a little bit more. Make sure it's blended out. And then last but not least, I like to take my Dior Lip Glow Oil in the color Rosewood, and I take a big amount of that and I just pop that on top. People are always asking me what I put on my lips. I literally do the same thing every single time. Okay, so last but not least, we're gonna do the eyes. So today's lashes that I was telling you guys about, I got them from Sephora. These are Lilly Lashes in the style Mykonos. Really cute and simple. I usually do get my lashes from shoplashLink.com. Yeah, I like their lashes too, but I did not have time to order those for today's video, so I just bought these from Sephora. Now the Lilly lashes are really expensive, I'm not gonna lie. I'd rather just use cheap lashes than really expensive lashes. Y'all are looking for cute cheap lashes, Shop Lash Link is really good. And I like to use my Ardell Duo adhesive glue. This is the best glue out. The brush on, not the one that you squeeze out. We're gonna go ahead and let that glue dry, and then in the meantime I'm gonna do my eyeliner and my mascara. I'm using white eyeliner from NYX. I think I got this from like Target or something, I really don't know. And I'm putting this in my waterline. And then after we put that white eyeliner in the waterline, I'm going to be taking my Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara, and I'm going to be doing the mascara on my bottom lashes. This is what it's looking like. I feel like the white eyeliner under the eye, optional, but it definitely helps to make you look like a doll. If you don't like white eyeliner, I would just go with the black eyeliner, but I usually do white. Last but not least, we're gonna put the lashes on. I'm using this little tweeze thing. I don't know where I got these tweezers, but I love them. So I'm using these tweezers and I'm gonna apply the eyelashes. Just the final step, and then we're done. Kind of just self-explanatory. I like that Lilly lashes are low-key like made for small eyes, because I never have to cut them. Okay guys, so there we have it. The eyelashes just help lock in everything, bring everything together. You can do thicker lashes, you could do thinner lashes. I wanted to do the little baby doll eyelashes just because my hair is blonde. I don't really want my eyelashes to be super thick and just draw a lot of attention to my face. I feel like this is the perfect makeup look. You don't want to do too much. It's full glam, but it's not like it could be way more glam, like if I did eyeshadow and stuff like that. But yeah, this is basically what it's looking like. I think my hair ended up just meshing together even better than I thought. This is basically how the makeup ended up coming out. I'm very satisfied and happy with everything. So let me know what you guys are thinking about this whole tutorial. If you guys want to see more videos like this, if you guys are fucking with the look, if you guys are gonna try any of my products or just anything like that, let me know. I think it came out really nice and beautiful. Like I said, make sure y'all go and get this rewards app. Click the link down below and get those deals, do the surveys, and get your $750 now. Okay, I'll see you guys in my next video. Thank you so much for watching. I love y'all so much. Bye.